Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. I am sitting outside, a beautiful day out here in the Philippines. It's in the afternoon. I did a live stream this morning. Tell you what, it's been kind of cloudy and rainy this afternoon, and which is overcast. Temperatures reduced considerably, and I find it actually kind of cool. I tell you what, I'm sitting over here at the Blessed House. We've been doing some work here, and it's really looking nice over here. Today's my monthly expense time again, and the reason I'm doing this video is, of course, I get asked many times how much does it cost to live in the Philippines, and they want to have a pretty good idea on what it costs. Well, here in the Philippines, I actually had a friend of mine, it's one of my subscribers, Matthew, I'm sorry. He actually sent me an email, and I want to thank him for it. And what he did was, he actually took all about, I'm just going to say about 15 other channels, and actually did a cost comparison between living in the Philippines and different areas of the Philippines. It's actually kind of a great idea. So this cost-effective video is, this is going to include everything that cost me. Then I'm going to go over what expenses they had last month. So it's probably going to be a 10-minute video. And give you an idea on what things are. Also, now this month I don't pay any rent. These are prices where I live in Bukidnon. And these are my prices. So no rent. Now there's a big difference. And when I quote you these prices, these other guys, they have rent. In fact, all of them do. So anyway, I don't have any rent, so it don't cost me anything. So I spent $150 on food this month. My electric was $80. And I do have electric, but I have two houses. I got an oven. In fact, it's on right now making cakes. Just got a couple cakes to do today. It's on all the time. So anyway, so my electricity bill is up, and I do have two air cons. Only one working right now because the other one's got a motor coming for it. But I have my food at $150. This month we spent $150 in food. And that includes, now we have a lot of garden stuff, but you can go and get, like Chicha the other day, she bought she bought 6 pineapple for 40 peso. Nice pineapple. 6 total for 40 peso. It was 20 peso for 3. Bananas cost 40 cents for a couple kilo. So we get stuff here pretty cheap. My food, my internet was $70 this month. That includes the TV. My transportation was $10 this month. Water was $3. No phone. I have phone, but I don't use any cost on my phone because I don't use it. If we need it, I use we use the internet service. And if we need phone or something like that, I usually load a phone and maybe 1 or 2 loads a month. But that's included in my other. It's not enough to worry about, honestly. I bet I'll spend $2 a month on my phone. Really, there's no need. Chichi goes to town. We have a phone. It comes with the internet. You can use this phone anywhere in the Philippines. It's a wireless phone. It's a regular phone. It's connected with the internet. So say I go up here in the corner, it's the internet. Wherever it's at, it's through the internet, through Globe. And so it's a phone Globe. I don't have any expenses for immigration. My laundry, I don't have laundry or propane. My miscellaneous was $100 this month. And I threw $100 in because we went to the restaurant a couple times. I didn't even spend $30 this month on that. But I put it in there. I just put it in there. Travel and things like that, $10. Insurance, it's just already paid, but I included it in this. I've already paid it, but it's minus this. So in school, our school is 3,000 peso a month, so there's $60 there. So our grand total this month, including all that, is $600 US. And that looks like a beautiful cake, honey. She's cooking. So $600 this month. Now, what I want to do real quick is tell you, I spent $600 on my expenses this month. Now, I did buy some extra things. Now, this is included extra. This is what cost me to live in the Philippines. But these are things that I wanted to do. These are things that I bought for myself that's extra. I bought stuff for the house. Here, $120 in labor. That includes labor. Flowers for my beautiful wife. Lights, solar lights. Solar lights is $40. all the lights around the property in my garage, and I bought some stuff to actually caulk and things like that, $40. Um, I spent a total of, on everything, I bought a printer this month, it was $140 for our school and for myself. So you can actually include that in the budget, but then again, it's just something extra. I don't need it. I can go to town and get it printed for, I don't know, three, four peso per page. So $330 there. So $1,000 you could say, and that's buying a printer and expanding on the house here, and flowers for Chicha, lights for the house. I bought some new lights. I showed you all those. I did a video on it. So $1,000. That includes all of that. But really, the cost of living, what it cost me to live in the Philippines without buying extra stuff, and that includes going out to eat. It includes ordering stuff in. We ordered stuff in a couple, 2 or 3 times. So a grand total of $600 this month. But I want to kind of give you the month of October. Now that's my expenses for the month of October. And Lynn Hawk and all the guys did expenses for the month of September. Now these is their expenses this past month. And Matthew did this. And I want to thank him for it. Lynn Hawk, he paid rent. Now every one of these guys paid rent. $1,066. Last month I had, mine was $838, but I included a lot of extra stuff also, because remember I had a lot of stuff going on. Brian Philly was $1,380. Let's see, our life in the Philippines was $784. Swiss Humanity was $500. Turquoise Sunsets, $1,182. Panay Island Expat was $1,500. Chris in Cebu was $946. And Philo was $1,151. And Property Club was $1,285. So you can see, now, take out their rent. Guess what their rate is? It's $1,000 or less. It's actually $1,000. Some are running about $800-900 a month, right in the same range I am. So people beat me up all the time about mine, and so this gentleman Matthew took it upon himself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 people here. And I didn't call them all out because it doesn't matter. It's like Marky Shoemate, $590. Marky lives down in Dumaguete for $590 a month. So he's living like me, $600 a month. And I know Dumaguete expats, $600 a month. And I talk to Dumaguete expat. I mean, him and I talk all the time. And ours, we always throw in $100 just because. Why do we do that? Just because the naysayers and say you can't do it. But let's face it, when you get 50 peso to the dollar, that matters. That matters. So 1,000 peso is, $1,000 is 50,000 peso, and there's no reason in the world when an average Filipino lives here on 10,000 or less. 8,000. Some live on 4 and live very comfortably on 4,000 peso a month because they have their own rice field. Their family has rice field, or they get rice and then they just buy their other stuff, and they have a TV. Some don't have a TV. Some people are content with that. But I just wanted to actually do this video, and I'm kind of doing it quickly. So if you think about it, so $600 for me, $330 for extra spent. Lynn Hawk, Philly Lifestyle, Philippine Journey, Turquoise Sunsets, Marky Shoemate, Swiss Humanity, Our Life in the Philippines. They're all averaging anywhere from $500 on the low end. Swiss Humanity was $500. He was the cheapest this month at $500. It goes all the way up to $1,300, which Property Club is at $13. And Panay Island Life Expat is $1,542. So if you think about it, what I don't know, I didn't go back into their videos to see what their extent was. But if you think about it, we all know the expenses. So can you live in the Philippines? So can you, as a person coming here from whatever country you're coming from, can you come here in the Philippines and live for a smaller amount of money? Yes, you can. But what you have to do is you have to take into consideration where you're going to live, what part of the Philippines you're going to live. If you're going to live on an island, meaning a different island, is food transported in, you may end up paying more money, because they transport the food in, and it's going to cost a little bit more. So a can of noodles or something like that, or a can of spaghetti, may cost you a little bit more than you normally would have spent at the supermarket like where we live here now. But I did buy chichas or flowers, $30. And I did spend a couple extra dollars on other things, but it really doesn't matter because I bought myself some clothes and I spent a grand total on that like 15 bucks. I didn't include in that just for extra because a lot of times it could be included in my miscellaneous that I threw in $100 on. You don't really think about it because you're so used to paying all the electricity, your water, and all that stuff in the U.S., but we don't have the insurance here, like your car insurance. We don't have a lot of added bills and the taxes that you have to pay, and you're slapped with all that stuff. It's just very simple here. I mean, you have electric, your food, your transportation, your internet, your water, phone, immigration. That's it, really. And if you want TV or not, you know, and air conditioning or not. But I want to thank everybody for watching. And I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos. And thank you very much. And please hit like.